So whenever there's a uniform or a logo change, I always feel like we're the old dudes from the Muppets just standing up in the balcony like, because it is really tough to do. I mean, people in general don't like change, but also I feel like every time that they change a logo or change a uniform, it always screws up, right? Although I will say that I did like Atlanta's initial uniform change back in the day, but we'll talk about that. So this is their new kit, as the Brits would say. Hey, they got the kit right now. So, the screwing up of black and red, I mean, it's a classic look, classic combination. You look at Eden Prairie representing, but this is, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, first off, baseline. So let's look at the Falcons' old uniforms. Now, I love these ones. I love these from back in the day. We'll talk about why here in a sec. But overall, it's like, whatever. Did I think that the Falcons necessarily needed a uniform change? I mean, probably not. But also, you look at some uniforms that are just classic, right? You look at the Steelers. You look at the Cowboys. You look at, to a degree, the Packers. Sure, why not? Or the Bears too. Sometimes, like some of the older classic looks, like it's just upsetting if they change things. Like the Vikings uniforms, where the Vikings haven't really gone through that many significant uniform changes throughout their history, and there's a reason, because I think it just frankly looks good. But the Falcons, when they debuted this back in the day, I thought it was a major change, going back from the old Dirty Bird look. Yeah, but overall, like I said, it is hard to screw up black and red, but I mean, this feels like an XFL team. It does. It feels like, or it feels like actually an indoor football league team. Like this is the Atlanta Desperados. Here we go, all black and red, everything. Yeah. So let's zoom in on a couple of these. All right, so these are the road uniforms, where I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, are these completely white pants, or are these slightly gray? I really know. Or is this all white? Is this like basically like a color rush uniform? Like, also the futuristic fonts. Like, oh, that's something that I didn't like about the Vikings uniform change too. Is like the future. Oh, this is the future. All the fonts are like this. Nah, I don't know, man. Like, also they're like calligraphers that create fonts. We have enough fonts, man. We have like 200 of them. But like this, okay, sure, whatevs. All white everything. Good luck playing on grass. Yeah, your mama's going to have to use a lot of Tide to get all the grass stains out, man. I don't know. All right, next. All right, so the all black, I think the all black looks pretty good, right? It may just be because Grady Jarrett's a freaking stud. But, I mean, this looks pretty decent. Like, I don't mind the blackout look, right? So this looks pretty decent. Oh, actually, wait. They have like a... All right, so I don't like the half red gradient into the black uniform. I don't think that's a good look. Frankly, just have red tops and then have the black pants. I mean, you saw what happened with the Jaguars when they had like that fade in the helmet. Everyone's like, that looks stupid. And frankly, I feel like the color fade thing, I don't know. It doesn't seem right. I mean, with football, yeah, football does seem like it should be like the solid block colors, right? I mean, the fade thing just seems like you look like a trapper keeper from 8th grade, or like a Lisa Frank notebook. Get out of here. All right, but come on. Oh, so now you're not cycling through photos? Yeah, the Falcons freaking uniforms destroyed us. All right, so there we go. So the Falcons changed their uniforms. It's either 02 or 03. This might be 03. But initially, once they did this, I mean, these were freaking legit. These were changing the game, right? And these are basically the Falcons uniforms through last season. But when they did this, and when they went from the old school Dirty Bird to these, I was like, oh, here we go, baby. Now, a big reason why that might have been so awesome is because of... Are we not like cycling through pictures anymore? Yeah, let's just say it. So Michael Vick, did his time there. But when he was with the Falcons, and also Madden 04, the one with Michael Vick on the cover, the one where you could juke with him, with that right little thumbstick, man. I mean, that was great. And also the Falcons in that game had the most customizable uniforms, or the most combos you can have. You have the red top with the black pants. You have the red pants with the red top. You have the white and the red. It was great. And also, it was futuristic without looking tacky, if that makes sense. Unlike the new Falcons uniforms. But like Michael Vick, Algernon Crumpler, Warwick Dunn, and TJ Duckett, let's frickin' go. Peerless Price, back in the day. Sure, why not? Also, Man, also, yeah, the Bucks updated uniforms, like when they went to the pewter. Like, I like the creamsicle too. I can see why it's a little off-putting, but it is nice to see that the Bucks are going more towards this as opposed to like the monstrosities that they've had recently. But all right. Next is all right. So like this is a take on the old school like Dirty Bird look. I feel like it may just be absence makes the heart grow fonder, because when they went from this to the Michael Vick look, like I was over this. I love this, but now I'm sort of over this. So maybe it is just a, after a certain period of time, it's like whatever, right? But I mean, this as the Falcons throwback look, ooh, it was pretty good, right? Or I mean, these like with the old school red Falcons helmets. I mean, that was a good look. Is that Roddy White? Man. There you go. But also, completely old school. Like I do not like this look. Now maybe it's the high socks. Maybe it's the very dated like quadruple stripe thing going on. But I mean, these were like the old school Falcons uniforms where they look like the Georgia Bulldogs. No time for that. Where's Herschel Walker? Which one is Herschel? But yeah. But overall, like I don't hate the new Falcons uniforms, but also don't hate them, if that makes sense. So the fact that I don't know, man. Like I don't like the road uniforms. The black on black looks pretty cool. The alternate is a nice homage, and of course the gradient one is like sort of straight garbage. And it does suck that they don't have some sort of like full on red alternate, but So I think if I'm a Falcon fan, I'm like, well, 28-3, but also I don't know, man. Yeah. But what are your thoughts? Falcons and uniforms? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes and also uniform critiques of other teams. Yeah, just wait till the Vikings change their uniforms, and then I'll just like vomit all over the place because I think that's going to be terrible unless I go full throwback. But yeah, whatever. But until next time, Skull Production Value.